Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a mincemeat macaroon slice. Yummy. Can you smell it? Christmas is in the air. If you're watching this in the summer when it's not Christmas, really sort of a Christmassy time, I mainly do this recipe. That's because I sell it in my shop. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe and please share, and don't forget to check out the description because that is where you're going to find your recipe, even a shed full of playlists as well. Right, we'll get straight on with the recipe. And the first part is making the pastry. You want 226 grams of flour. Now you can be using cake flour or a very low grade bread flour. And 28 grams of water. 56 grams of sugar. 56 grams of white shortening. 56 grams of margarine. So the first things we want to do is put our Castor sugar in with our water and give that a good stir around so it's sort of dissolved. And now we're going to add our fat into our flour. And all we're going to do is crumb this in so it's all nice and fine. So it's best to have your fat at room temperature. Now a nice little well in the middle. Now we're going to add our liquid in with our sugar. And you make this into a bit of a dough. Well, that's your pastry made. Now this pastry fits the tray exactly. So our tray size is 20 by 30 centimeters. With the papers, just push it down into the bottom and hold it down and sort of get your fingers in and fold it so you make a line on all the edges. So now you can see where you got to roll out to. Bit of flour, put your pastry in, push it down. Now you want to roll it out to those lines. And should be about right. If you've got some clips, clip over the edges. Just get a knife or a little scraper. If you've got any bits that need filling, just fill them up. All you have to do now is just dock the bottom. And there you go, all docked. All we need to do is now blind bake this. So you need some of these, they're baking beans. Best thing to do is put a piece of paper down and then cover that over with the beans. Bake it for around about 15 minutes, give or take. Once you've taken your paper off and everything, if you look around the edges, you can see the edges would have started to go brown a little bit. I wouldn't go any more than that. Some people say bake it for 25 minutes and bake it at 180 Celsius, and that'll be pretty much fine because you're going to re-bake this again for 25 minutes with the topping on, so you don't really need to bake it for such a long time. Otherwise the base will be like a brick and you don't really want that. And for your topping, you want 450 grams of granulated sugar, 225 grams of ground almonds, 28 grams of ground rice, or you can actually use semolina, 155 grams of egg white. And if you want to, you can actually use some almond essence as well, if need be. All right, first of all, make sure your bowl is grease-free. It's very important. And for this, you can use a beater. Add in our egg whites. And all we want to do is make that white. And that's nice and white now, that'll do. Now we add in all the dry ingredients. Bit of splash of flavouring. Now we're going to mix this round on first speed. And now we're going to knock it onto second speed for 3 minutes. And that's it. So there's our pre-baked base. Obviously this is only part baked. So we'll now cover this in mincemeat. Now you can put as much mincemeat as you like in, really. It depends on how much you like. And just spread that round. Now with this, you just want it evenly over the top, the same level as the fruit. All you need to do now is just cover the top over with your almond. Once again, spread it out the same as the mincemeat. Try and get this as nice and even as you can. So we just sprinkle the top with sugar. You can do granulated or castor. And then we cover the top with almonds. And there we go. It's simple as that. So we'll get that into the oven now. Your oven temperature wants to be 180 Celsius. And we're going to be baking that for around about 25 to 35 minutes. Right, we'll get it straight into the oven. This is your mincemeat macaroon slice. So it's nice and cool now. It's been out the oven for about half an hour now. Now for cutting up, we want 10 slices. So first and foremost, what I'll do is I'll get rid of all the edges. Of course, you can get as many as you like out of yours. But this is, I'm selling this. There you go. And once again, if you hold your knife there and pull down like that. And there we go. That looks lovely. Once again, you've got your macaroon on the top and your mincemeat underneath. That's nice. My favourite. Well, there you go, folks. Wasn't that nice and easy? Yes. And let's have a look. Oh, that's a beautiful slice, that is. Now, I do like mincemeat a lot, and I do like the almonds, but the combination is beautiful and I love it to bits. But I've just had a slice of the other stuff, so I can't really eat that as well. I could try a little bit just to see what it tastes like. In fact, I got that much brandy in that mincemeat. It's taking the almond flavour away. Oh, well, that's what happens, isn't it? This is Christmas, isn't it? This is a Christmas line. So you do want the brandy flavour coming through, don't you? That just shows how mature my mincemeat is. But once again, if you want to make this recipe with butter, go for it. In fact, if you use butter and white shortening, it's a better combination, really. And you still got the buttery flavour. Well, there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did so, please subscribe and please share. And don't forget, your recipe is down in the description. And we'll see you again very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters! This is the Crazy Baker channel. Baking. Lifestyle. Recipes. Reviews. I am the Crazy Baker. Please subscribe and please share. Laters!